able to get out of till now. So I think as much as possible, apart from trying to make sure that we do not rush to investigate when there are internal mechanisms and when they relate to armed forces and other agencies, which says that we should not go into matters that are before court martial. And I want to associate myself with the
Point of order. Sorry, sir. The rules that my leader is referring to specifically says if in the opinion of the speaker is going to be prejudice. If in the opinion. The issue here, sir, is that even this report had identified that funds have been refunded by those who stole, which is clear here in this report, and which means that the process was so open and porous for an individual to have stolen 15 million out of the lot. So we are condemning the zone for the process, rather than they should follow better process that will not allow this type of thing to reoccur again. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Chairman, my name is Yusuf Gagdi. I represent Panshinkanke Kanam. I am from Plateau State. In my own understanding, Mr. Chairman, although it's interesting because it's making some of us to learn fast, the report, nobody have issue with the report. It's a nice report. It's an acceptable report to all of us. And in all of the amendment, Mr. Chairman, nobody is recommending disciplinary measure that will conflict the outcome of the professional military court, which will be in conflict at the end of the day. Everybody is saying that since the report have identified some loopholes, as Parliament, we need to say too that we have frowned with those activities of those military officers and stop there. I don't think it has nothing to do with outcome of the court-martial process at the end of the day. So I want to beg Mr. Chairman that since the amendment, no one is saying that prosecute A, prosecute B, call A to this and that. We are equally only complementing the two of the recommendation so that it will add value to the report. I think we should look at those amendments in good faith and accept them the way they are. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I beg to second the motion, heavily moved by Minority Leader, to amend the...
Those in favor say aye. Those against say nay. That's have it. Thank you. Leader, you still have something to contribute with Daji? You have something to say?
Speaker to say. My name is Honorable Mohammed Kudaji Kazore, representing Kazore Rondigo and Mr. Speaker. I am from the House. Mr. Speaker, I want to say about the issue of, we are talking about issue of cash, withdrawal of cash. Most of the time in the armed forces, more especially officers that are serving in like in a workplace or in a somewhere, they used to withdraw cash and take it to the place so that they will give them on hand. Because somebody who is in the forest, you cannot send them. Where is the bank in the forest? So most of the time, like Mr. Speaker, like about Mr. Chairman, like about 3-4 months ago, there was a time when Boko Haram ambushed soldiers. They collected 100 and something million from the soldiers, in cash, because it's the money for the officers, allowances, and welfare of the officers. So there is possibility of officer to write the name of the officers that he said he will pay them. Then he will withdraw the money and eat the money. That is the reality, Mr. Speaker. So issue of cash, they deal with the cash, more especially the officers that are they deal with the cash seriously. Yes, that is observation. Yes.
Observation well taken, and we are guided by your contribution, Honorable Godaji. Your statements are statements of facts. We know that in certain situations that is a reality, but in these particular circumstances, that wasn't what happened, and it was a different intentment. Thank you very much. So, leader, can you move that we revert to plenary to report progress?
Mr. Chair and my distinguished colleagues, I'm Comrade Peter Ohiozoje Akpatisin MNI. I represent Akoko Edo people. I move that the committee to plenary to report progress. I so move.
Yes, Deputy Whip.
Colleagues, I am Kiruka Onyejocha. I represent the good people of Iskwatu Munoj Federal Constituency. I'm from Abia State. I rise to second that the House do return to plenary. I so second.
The CNA, that's have it. House will revert to plenary to report progress. Distinguished respected colleagues, the House and the Committee of the Whole considered the report on the bill for an act to amend the National Council on Public Procurement and the Bureau of Public Procurement Act number 14, 2017 to review the mobilization fees paid to contractors, institute e-procurement and provide time frame for the procurement processes, etc., and for related matters, and approve clauses 1 to 26. The long title of the bill is explanatory memoranda of the bill. Respected colleagues, the House in the Committee of the Whole considered the report on the bill for an act to amend the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Act number 17, 2017 to allocate 1% of the Maritime Fund to the fund established under Section 6 of the Maritime Operation Coordination Board Act and for related matters, approve clauses 1 to 4, the long title of the and the explanatory memoranda of the bill. Distinguished colleagues, the House and the Committee of the Whole considered the report on a bill for an act to provide for the establishment of the Institute of Environmental Practitioners of Nigeria and related matters, and deferred the consideration of the report by the House. Respected colleagues, the House in the Committee of the Whole considered the report of the ad hoc committee on investigation of the circumstances of the alleged abscondment of 5 Nigerian soldiers of the Operation Harbin Kunama 3 and large amount of cash, and approved recommendation 1 to 3 and new recommendation 3. Leader, can you move for adoption of the report?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Comrade Peter Ohiozoje Akpatisin once again. I move that the report be adopted. I so move.
Seconder, it has been taken. It was taken.
Kiruka Onyejocha is my name. I rise to second the motion as moved by the acting leader. I so second.
Those in favor of the nomination say aye. Those against say nay. That's have it. Respected colleagues, an announcement maybe to fortify what the speaker have said. You know that tomorrow we will not carry out the business for the day, but we'll come to just do the opening prayer, pray for the soul of the departed, and then go, then come back, like we did mention, on Friday. So I actually not adjourning to Friday, we're adjourning to tomorrow. Then from after tomorrow, then we'll come back. Thank you. So please, let's try to make and honor one of our own. Thank you.
Gentlemen, you have to realize that it is not easy to be a leader, and you have to wait patiently for time. Don't harass me. Mr. Speaker, I'm Comrade Peter Ohiazuja Patterson, acting leader of this House. I move that this House adjourn to 11 o'clock tomorrow, Thursday. I so move, Mr. Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I rise to second that the House do adjourn tomorrow, 11 o'clock.
Respected colleagues, those in favor of the motion say aye. Those against say nay. That's have it. House adjourns tomorrow 11 a.m.